one of the, again, if for interjecting. Yeah, too much.
Go for it.
I do with planning. I also taught, after my children, I taught my niece who has also severe dyslexia, and her friend, my neighbor, both girls, teenagers, did not like, one of them really just struggled to read and was very much against it. The other one didn't like to read, had poor comprehension. So that's in high school. So we're doing state history. We lived in Mississippi, so we're doing Mississippi history. So I thought, okay, how can I get these girls to read and to want to learn? You just sit down and go, ring. And I'm not going to read it all to them. So we decided to go take a trip down Highway 61, which is the Delta in Mississippi. It goes from the top of Mississippi all the way down Mississippi River. And this is the kind of things I would do. I'd stop at a local bookstore and see about local authors. I'd stop at a local music store and see who are the musicians in this area?
Right.
Who are the actors and actresses that came from Mississippi? And so I got them hooked in with the arts. Yeah. And so they learned history and literature accidentally. Because teenagers were all about the arts. And so one of the things we did is to get them to read. And I'm not a proponent of ghost stories, but the teenage girls, that was kind of intriguing to them. So we stopped at a local bookstore and got a book on ghost stories. And I actually got the map out. And so they had to learn mapping skills. And so they figured out how to find the directions to get to this cemetery where this author was buried. So we went to the cemetery. And so while they're sitting there in the cemetery in the middle of the day, under the shade trees, it's real quiet, I was reading the ghost story to them. And there was nobody in the cemetery except I saw the landscape guy walking up behind him. And they screamed. How real is this? So then after we got in the car and we're headed down Highway 61 to go to some more, we went to Ground Zero where Morgan Freeman has his restaurant, and the Delta Museum to see where some of these blues musicians got started. But anyway, my niece with severe dyslexia that hated the thought of reading started reading the ghost stories to us. They were just little short stories, and she'd read them. And then her friend, when she would come across a word that she couldn't read, she'd say, "What is this, Alex?" And Alex would tell her, and she would keep reading. So I was just stunned at how the reading sort of naturally happened because I got him intrigued and interested. And so we would we would hit a town and we might go to the internet cafe and do some research about that town. We would go to City Hall and ask for brochures and flyers. We would just research as we went. And it was a way to engage them, like I said, in history, literature, and the arts without them realizing we were having school.